Nana, Hari Om, you can get started.
Okay, Hari Om. ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं चैव ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। अथ श्रीमद्भगवद्गीता अथ एकादशोऽध्यायः विश्वरूपदर्शनयोगः।
Shall I chant, Nana?
Okay.
Arjuna uvacha madanugrahaya paramam guhyamadhyatma sangitam yatvayoktam vachastena mohoyam vigato mama bhavapyayau hi bhutanam shrutau vistarasho maya tvattah kamalapatraksha माहात्म्यमपि चाव्ययम् एवमेतद्यथा तत्त्वम् आत्मानं परमेश्वर द्रष्टुमिच्छामि ते रूपम् ऐश्वरं पुरुषोत्तमा मन्यसे यदि तच्छक्यं मया द्रष्टुमिति प्रभो योगेश्वर ततो मे त्वं दर्शयात्मानमव्ययम्। श्रीभगवानुवाच पश्य मे पार्थरूपाणि शतशोऽथसहस्रशः नानाविधानि दिव्यानि नानावर्णाकृतीनि च पश्यादित्यान् वसून् रुद्रान् अश्विनौ मरुतस्तथा बहून्यदृष्टपूर्वाणि पश्याश्चर्याणि भारत इहैकस्थं जगत्कृत्स्नं पश्याद्य सचराचरं मम देहे गुडाकेश यच्चान्यद्द्रष्टुमिच्छसि न तु मां शक्यसे द्रष्टुं अनेनैव स्वचक्षुषा दिव्यं ददामि ते चक्षुः पश्य मे योगमैश्वरम्। सञ्जय उवाच एवमुक्त्वा ततो राजन् महायोगेश्वरो हरिः दर्शयामास पार्थाय परमं रूपमैश्वरम्। अनेकवक्त्रनयनम् अनेकाद्भुतदर्शनम् अनेकदिव्याभरणम् दिव्यानेकोद्यतायुधम् दिव्यमाल्याम्बरधरम् दिव्यगन्धानुलेपनम् सर्वाश्चर्यमयं देवम् अनन्तं विश्वतोमुखम्। दिवि सूर्यसहस्रस्य भवेद्युगपदुत्थिता यदि भासदृशी सा स्यात् भासस्तस्य महात्मनः। तत्रैकस्थं जगत्कृत्स्नं प्रविभक्तमनेकधा अपश्य देवदेवस्य शरीरे पाण्डवस्तदा। ततः स विस्मयाविष्टः हृष्टरोमा धनञ्जयः प्रणम्य शिरसा देवं कृताञ्जलिरभाषत।
Hari Om. Yeah. Can I take over from here?
Okay.
Okay. Arjuna Uvacha Pashyami Devanstava Devadehe Sarvamstadha Bhuta Vishesha Sanghan Brahmanamisham Kamalasanastam Rushimsya Sarvan Uragamsya Divyan Aneka Bahudara Netram. Yeah. अनेकबाहूदरवक्त्रनेत्रम् पश्यामि त्वां सर्वतोऽनन्तरूपम् नान्तं न मध्यं न पुनस्तवादिं पश्यामि विश्वेश्वर विश्वरूप किरीटिनं गदिनं चक्रिणं च तेजोराशिं सर्वतो दीप्तिमन्तम् पश्यामि त्वां दुर्निरीक्ष्यं समन्तात् दीप्तानलार्कद्युतिमप्रमेयम् त्वमक्षरं परमं वेदितव्यं त्वमस्य विश्वस्य परं निधानं त्वमव्यय शाश्वतधर्मगोप्ता सनातनस्त्वं पुरुषो मतो मे अनादिमध्यान्तमनन्तबाहुम् अनन्तमध्यान्तमनन्तवीर्यम् अनन्तबाहुं शशिसूर्यनेत्रम् पश्यामि त्वां दुर्निरीक्षं समन्तात् दीप्तानलार्का no that's over पश्यामि त्वां दीप्तहुताशवक्त्रं स्वतेजसा विश्वमिदं तपन्तम् ज्यावा पृथिव्योरिदमन्तरं हि व्याप्तं त्वयैकेन दिशश्च सर्वाः दृष्ट्वाद्भुतं रूपमुग्रं तवेदं लोकत्रयं प्रव्यथितः सदाहं लोकत्रयं प्रव्यथितः महात्मन्. That tadaham will come in some other verse. I got mixed up there. Yeah, I think we will stop here. We will go to the last of the verses of Sanjaya, 12th or 13th. Sanjaya. Yeah. Divi Surya Sahasrasya Bhaved Yugapadittvita. Okay. Yadi Bhasadrushi Sasyata Bhasastasya Mahatmanaha. That Mahatmanaha, that is Shri Bhagavan Vapuhu, his shariram is like that. Devi Surya Sahasrasya Bhaved Yugapaduttita. If 1,000 effulgent suns, they have arisen in the firmament simultaneously, Yugapat, simultaneously. Whatever is the brilliance of that Tejomayam Devam Suryam, not one, not two, not 100, thousands of them, and Yugapat, the brilliance of Bhagavan Krishna in that Vishwarupa is perhaps equivalent to that. That is the Sanjaya vision. Yeah. Next verse. Yeah. Tatra ekastam jagat krishnam prabhibhaktamanekadha apasya devadevasya sharire pandavastadha. Devadevasya sharire, in Bhagavan's sharira, in one body, pandavastadha. Pandava happened to see what? Apasya devadevasya. What did he see? Tatra ekastam, in one body, ekastam, jagat krishnam, entire Jagat. Entire Jagat is shown by Bhagavan in one body. Jagat Krishnam Prabhibhaktam Anekadha. Prabhibhaktam is what? Divided and manifold. Like as though you are seeing a video. When you are seeing a video, you keep on seeing distinct things as the video changes the frame, isn't it? That kind of a thing. When Arjuna's eyes have shifted from the extreme north to the northeast, then there is Pravibhaktam Anekada, different kinds of forms, different kinds of varnas, different kind of beings. That beings may be Stavaram, may be Jangamam, different kind of things in the Jagat. Arjuna went on saying, Pravibhaktam Anekatha, Anekada. Then there in the body of the Lord of all gods, Arjuna saw the entire world remaining in a single form, distinctly divided in a manifold way. In a single form and divided in a manifold way. Tata Savismaya Vishtaha Krishtaroma Dhananjaya Pranamya Shirasadevam Krutanjalira Bhashata. Bhashata, he went on talking. And what was his stature? And Arjuna did not know. Out of many things he did not know. Fear is one thing he did not know. Out of many things he did not know means what? One of those things is Atma Vidya. Another thing is what? Dharma, Adharma, Vichakshana. A third thing is what? Viveka Rahityam, not having adequate discriminative knowledge with which he would have readily agreed to fight. And Arjuna in the second chapter, what did he say? Sanjaya said, Nayocha iti govindam mukta toshnim babhuvaha. I'm not going to fight. After having said, Sishyasteham Shadhi Mam Tvam Prapannam, I'm surrendering to you. I am your Sishya. Please teach me. Please ordain me. After having said all that, Arjuna was in a conflicting mood himself, and his mind did not really know what he was talking. Nayocha iti govindam uktva tushnim babhuvaha. And Nayocha is, I'm not going to fight. Is it because of fear? Fear is something which he never knew. In the Uttara Gogrihanam time, towards the end of Virat Parva, Arjuna, as a lone fighter, has almost extinguished the might of the Kuru Sena, which included Bhishma, Drona, Krupa, Ashwathama, Karna, Vikarna, Duryodhana, Dushyasana, and the entire band of great warriors, all those. And he was alone. He was alone and he had to prevail on Uttara Kumara to be his charioteer, and he fought alone. Fear is something which was unknown to Arjuna. Many things he may not have known, but fear certainly he never knew. But now, in the Vishwarupa Darshana, he will be fear-stricken. That is why Krutanjali, he has folded his hands and together and Pranamya Shirasa, he has bent his head. Pranamya means yes, he has offered his respects to Bhagavan Krishna by bending his head and folding both his hands in the form of namaskara. Krutanjalira bhashata. He went on talking. Why? Tataha then. Sa vismaya avishtaha. He was wonder stricken, overwhelmed with a little fear. Sa vismaya avishtaha. Hrushtaroma Dhananjaya, and his hairs were sticking on end, standing on end. Tatasya Vismaya Vishtaha, Hrushtaroma Dhananjaya. Why this fear? Fear of the unknown. The unknown is the Vishwarupa. He has never seen. Though he had requested Bhagavan Krishna to show him his Vishwarupa with all those manifestations he has enumerated in the Vibhuti Yoga, he has had never the experience of even very widely, remotely, even in his dreams, he has never seen such a scene. That scene he is seeing, and that scene he is going to describe hereafter. Tatasya Vismaya Vishtaha, Krishtaroma Dhananjaya, Pranamya Shirasa Devam, Kurutanjalira Bhashata. And till now, actually from the 7th chapter onwards, Arjuna, 7th chapter, that is the Jnana Vijnana Yoga onwards, that is the beginning of Tat Pada Lakshardaha, is it not? The first 6 chapters are Tvam Pada Lakshardaha, next 6 chapters are Tat Pada Lakshardaha, the balance last 6, the third Shatkam is
Asi.
the identity between the Jiva and Ishvara. Tat Tvam Asi, that Asi Pada Lakshardaha. And from the 7th chapter onwards, when Bhagavan Krishna went on saying wondrous things about him, Arjuna started wondering right from the 7th chapter onwards. What did Bhagavan say? Matta parataram nanyat kinchidasti dhananjaya. There is nothing other than me. There is nothing without me. And he went on saying that in the Vibhuti Yoga, he said what? All those things are because of my glory. My glory is as though visible in the things and beings, like the glories of things and beings. Indeed, that is my glory. And in the 7th chapter, he said, Buddhihi buddhimatam asmi. I am the intelligence amongst the intelligent. I am the knowledge amongst the knowledgeable. And amongst the strong, I am the strength. Balam balavatam asmi. Kamaraga vivarjitam. Kamaraga vivarjitam balam aham asmi. Is all these things when he said, then Arjuna started addressing differently Bhagavan Krishna. Till then he was addressing him as Hey Varshneya, Hey Krishna, Hey Yadava, Hey Mama Sarathi, that kind of a thing. Senayoho Ubhayor Majje Me Radham Stapaya Achyuta. Achyuta, he has said. All those things. But later on, from 7th chapter onwards, his respect for Krishna has kind of redoubled, and here he started even trembling. Pranamya Shirasa Devam Krutanjalira Bhashata. Then overwhelmed with awe, with his hairs standing on end, Arjuna saluting the Lord with his head, hands folded together, said, till now he did not fold his hands together, isn't it? Even when he said Shishyasteham Shadhimam Tvam Prapannam, he did not say even that. Now from this verse onwards, this is Sanjaya's last verse, is it not? Tataha sa vismayavishtaha Krishna Dhananjaya Pranamya Shirasadevam Krutanjalira Bhashata. Iti Sanjaya Buvacha, and Sanjaya exits. Sanjaya exits from here. Then from then on, Arjuna takes over. That Arjuna Buvacha is as though missing here. It's okay. Now from this 15th verse onwards, 15th verse, Pashyami Devam Stava Deva Dehe Sarvam Stadha Bhuta Vishesha Sanghan Brahmanam Isham Kamalasanastam Rishimscha Sarvan Uragamscha Divyan. All these are from Arjuna. Till then it was Sanjaya. Now this chandas has changed. In the Vedic literature, of which Bhagavad Gita, though it is not part of the Veda, nor is it part of the Shruti, it is part of the Smriti. That is, Smriti Grantha is Mahabharatam. Mahabharatam. As part of that, in the Bhishma Parva, the Bhagavad Gita is there. And though this is the Smriti Grantha, this also has observed a lot of Vedic norms. The tradition is not broken. The Vedic norms were essentially, I believe there were 7 types of chandas, of which Gayatri takes the cake. Like Bhagavan has said, what did he say? Chandasam.
Gayatri Chandasamaham.
Gayatri Chandasamaham. Amongst the chandases, I am Gayatri, he said. And we have covered that Gayatri adequately. Now, there are 7 types. One is Gayatri. And this Gayatri will have 3 padas. Okay? Tat Savitur Varenyam, first pada. Bhargaha Devasya Dhimahi, second pada. Dhiyo Yona Prachodayate. That is the third pada. Essentially, Gayatri will have 3 padas. And the number of syllables or aksharas are in each pada 8. So that means Gayatri will have 24 syllables or aksharas. Then the second chandas is Ushnik, which also has three lines, 3 padas, and it will have in the first pada 8 aksharas, second pada 8 aksharas, and in the third pada 12 aksharas. All these I have culled out from Google. It's not as though it's my knowledge. This some good Samaritan has thought it fit to put it in some form in Google. That I have picked up, which I am giving you. 8, that is Ushnik, the 3 padas. And most of the Gita is in Anushtup Chandaha. And this Anushtup Chandaha has got 4 padas. The 4 padas are all 8, 8, 8, 8. All are 8, 8, 8, 8. Can you please go to that verse 14? Suma madam? Yeah. Tataha savismaya vishtaha. This is first padam. Krishna Roma Dhananjaya, second padam. Pranamya Shirasa Devam, third padam. Krutanjalira Bhashata. You count in the first padam how many aksharas there is. Tataha, that is 2. Sa, 3. Vi is 4. Sma, 5. Ya, 6, V, 7, Shta, 8. This is 8. Like that, in every pada you will have 8 aksharas or syllables. The verse actually, in a normal style, this will be in one line. Below that will be this Krishtaroma Dhananjayaha. Below that will be in the third line, Pranamya Shirasadevam Krutanjalira Bhashata. This is Anushtup Chandaha. Then there is a Bruhati Chandas, which also has 4 lines, but Bruhati has got, instead of 8 aksharas in each pada, it will have 9 aksharas in each pada. Then there is a Pankti Chandas. That will also have 4 padas. It will have in each pada 10 aksharas. Then Trishtub is what Arjuna has started with. That is the 15th verse of this chapter. That goes on for about 30 odd verses, and it is mostly by Arjuna. Incidentally, one question to all of you. Which chapter in the Gita do you think Arjuna spoke through most slokas?
We've not done chapter 11 yet, but I think till now it has been chapter 1.
Yeah. Okay. Almost the same, but chapter 11 beats chapter 1 by quite a margin. Quite a margin, number 1. Number 2. And in the chapter 1, there is no Trishtup Chandas. Everything is Anushtup Chandas. Anushtup Chandas has got what? 32 letters in each sloka. 4 padas. In each pada, 8 letters. That means 8 fours, 32 letters. Whereas in the Trishtup Chandas, which also has 4 padas, Trishtup has got 11 letters in each pada. That means it is 44. 44, which is 12 more than the 32. And this 44 lettered verses Arjuna has uttered more than about 25 times, 25 slokas. Afterwards, there were some slokas of Bhagavan, which were also in the Trishtup Chandas. Okay? It is the 11th chapter in which Arjuna stole most slokas. It is not the first chapter. Looks like it is the first chapter, but this beats it by quite a margin. Then the 7th one is Jagati, I believe. Jagati is also having 4 lines, and each one of those lines will have 12 aksharas or syllables. This is information I thought I picked up from Google. I thought I'd share with all of you. Right. Now, 15th verse. Pashyami devam stava deva dehe. You just for fun, just count. Here, go to Sanskrit. Pashyami. How many letters are there?
3 letters.
3 letters. Okay. Devam. 2 more. 5. Tava. 7. Deva. 9.
9.
Dehe.
11.
11. This is the first pada. Like I said, actually this second pada, Sarvam Sadha Bhota Vishesha Sanghan, ought to have occurred below this Dehe. But this is to conserve space and things like that. The PDF document, that's okay. Pashyami devam stava deva dehe sarvam sadha bhuta vishesha sanghan brahmanamisham kamalasanastham rushimscha sarvan uragamscha divyan. From now on, like I said earlier, when Sanjaya himself started talking, there are a lot of very respectful adjectives mentioned of Bhagavan Krishna, both by Sanjaya and by Arjuna. And this is kind of overflowing bhakti. Pranamya Shirasa Devam. Pranamya Shirasa. Shirasa Pranamya. You don't do that. You don't normally do that. You say hi and bye and you'll go away. Right? Pranamya Shirasa Devam. Krutanjali Bhashata. Okay? Krutanjali Bhashata. Okay? And see this. Deva Deva. Tava Dehe, in your body. Sarvan Devan, all the celestials. Tadha, so too. Bhuta Vishesha Sanghan, the hosts of different types of beings. Bhuta Vishesha Sanghan. What are those Vishesha Sanghan? Arjuna will talk of them later. He will say Vasun, Rudran, Ashwino. That is what Bhagavan also has mentioned. And he has seen Siddha Purushas, Kim Purushas, Ka Purushas, all those things. Bhuta Vishesha Sanghan, Brahmanam Isham, the Lord Brahma. Kamalasana, the one who is seated on the lotus. Okay? Rishimsha Sarvan, all the rishis, Uragamsha Divyan, and the celestial snakes like Vasuki and Ananta, all those. Pashyami Aham. In your body, O Lord, I see all the celestials as well as hosts of different types of beings. The Lord Brahma residing in Brahmaloka, he has seen Lord Brahma seated in the Kamala, in that lotus, seated in that lotus, and he will be known to be seated in the lotus only in his loka. That means that loka also Arjuna has seen in the body of Kitaya. See the beauty of this poetry in one body. Ihaikastam Jagat Krishnam Pasya Adya Sacharacharam Adya today Pasya see Sachara Acharam, that which is sentient, insentient, and see all those. Ihaikastam, all together in one body. Jagat Krishnam, entire Jagat includes even the Brahma Loka. Abrahma Bhuvana Lokaha, Punaravartinojuna, Mamupechatu Kaunteya, Punarjanmana Vidyate is one of the claims of Bhagavan Krishna, one of the slokas. Abrahma Bhuvana Lokaha, all those 14 words up to the Loka Brahmadeva, the creator Brahma. When you go, Punaha Avatinaha Arjuna, you need to come back, Arjuna, when you go there. It is like you are going for a picnic to Hawaii, and when your credit cards, the credit availability is kind of coming to a close, you will hurry back to some place in California, which is the nearest spot for Hawaii. Is it not? Abrahma Bhuvana Lokaha Punaha Avartinojuna. Whereas Mamupechatu Kaunteya, whoever thinks of me, worships me, Ananyas Chintayanto Mam, Ye Janaha Padyupasate, those people, Punarjanma Navidyate. There is no Punarjanma for those. Mamupechyuta Kaunteya. That Brahmaloka also Arjuna has seen. Has seen in where? In one body. And whose body is that? This small little Kitaya's body. Small little Kitaya's body seated in the chariot as his driver. And in that body, he has seen all these wondrous, wondrous. Tatasya Vismaya Vishtaha. Krishtaroma Dhananjayaha, all those things. Now he was stricken really with fear and wonderment. Wonder because he has not seen any of these earlier. Fear of the unknown has kind of overwhelmed Arjuna, who is generally not worried about anything that is not known. He is not worried about the enemy. He is Parantapa. He is Mahabaho. He is Vijaya. He is Dhananjaya. And, and that kind of a person is kind of overtaken with wonder and wonder-born fear. Lord Brahma he has seen residing in Brahmaloka, seated on the lotus, and all the rishis and celestial snakes. Celestial snakes, all those things. Now, next verse, yes. अनेकबाहोदरवक्त्रनेत्रम् पश्यामि त्वां सर्वतोऽनन्तरूपं नान्तं न मध्यं न पुनस्तवादिं पश्यामि विश्वेश्वर विश्वरूप. Yeah, can you please go to 15th verse again? Yeah, here, correct. Pashyam Devam. Devam is one appellation. Devam Tava Deva Dehe. Now Tava Deva Dehe Aapka Deha mein O Tava Deva Dehe Sarvam Sada Bhuta Vishesha Sanghan Brahmanam Isham Kamalasanastam Rushim Sarvan Uragam Cha Divyan. All these things very, very great objects and beings I am able to see. Brahmanam Isham Kamalasanastam. This Kamalasanastam Brahmanam I am seeing. Seated in the Kamala, Brahmana Kamalasanastam Brahmanam Aham Pashyami. And you can also have the vision of as though you have seen the Isha. Isha is what? Here, Brahmanam Isha means the Lord Brahma. Or you can say Kamalasanastam Brahmanam, seated in the Kamala, the Brahmadeva. Isham separately. Isham is Ishvara. Who is that Ishvara? Parvati Vallabha. Isham. Sanskrit language is so very plastic, I believe. The Brahmanam Isham Kamalasanastam. This Kamalasanastam Brahmanam. And then Isham. Rushimscha Sarvan, Uragamscha Divyam. That also can be a vision. Okay? I don't know what the Bhashyakara has said. We'll see. Brahmanamesham Kamalasanastam, Rushimscha Sarvan, Uragamscha Divyan. Aneka Bahu Daravakranetram. Yeah. Aneka Bahu Udaravakranetram. Pashyami Tvam Sarvato Anantarupam. Aneka Bahu, Udara, Vaktra, Netram. Aneka Bahu is what? Aneka means many, many. Aneka. Okay? Many, many. Bahu. Bahu means Mahabahu. Bahu is arm. Bahu. Udara. Udara is what?
Stomachs.
The stomach. Okay. Udara. Aneka Bahu, Udara, Vaktra. Vaktra is a mouth. Vaktra. Netram. Netram is what? Eyes. So many, many bahus, arms, udaras, stomachs, mouths, netram, pashyami tvam, tvam aham pashyami. You I am seeing. Sarvato anantarupam. Sarvato. Wherever I see Sarvato, in every place, Sarvato as though it is Sarvagataha. What is that Sarvagataha? Anantarupam, endless forms and endless colors. Nana Varna Akriti Nicha. Pashya Pardha, Bhagavan himself has said earlier. Nana Varna Akriti Nicha. That Varna, Akriti, and all those things. Sarvato Anantarupam. And all those things I am seeing. Na Antam. There is no end. Na Madhyam. I do not know. Like you do not know the beginning, the Madhya, and the end of Akasha. So too, I do not know where is the beginning for this Vishwarupa. Where is the middle of this Vishwarupa? Where is the Antam of this Vishwarupa? Na Antam, na Antam, na Antam, na Madhyam, na Punaha, Tava Adim, na Punaha, and again, Tava, Apka, Adim, your beginning. I am not able to see. Where did you begin in this Rupa? How did you project this? Ye Yogeshwara, Pashyami Deva, Pashyami, Vishweshwara, Vishwarupa, Vishwa Ishwara. Vishwa is Jagat. Vishwa Ishwara, the Lord of the Jagat. Vishwarupa. Vishwarupa means of Ananta forms. Rupa is form. Vishwarupa, infinite forms. Vishwarupa, Anantarupa. Vishwarupa is Anantarupa. Vishweshwara. Tvam pashyami. Aneka bahu udara vaktra netram. Okay. Sarvataha Anantarupam. Vishweshwara. Whole lot of creation. See that. Vishweshwara. Vishwa means the Jagat. The creation is what? Jagat. Vishweshwara, Vishwarupa, Lord of the Jagat form. He is of the form of the Jagat. Entire Jagat is himself. Then why can't he be the Jagat form? Vishwarupa, Tava, na antam, you were the end, na madhyam, na middle, na punaha adim, and again not the beginning. Pashyami, I do not see this. I see you having countless arms, stomachs, mouths, and eyes from every quarter. Can you please leave this? From every quarter, you have endless forms. I see that you have no end, no middle, and again no beginning. O Lord of creation, O Lord of the cosmic form. Can we at least visualize this form? Arjuna is having the benefit of seeing this form. So too Sanjaya. But can we visualize this? Even in our wildest of dreams, can we dream this form? It becomes very, very difficult. It requires a mind like that of Arjuna, very clean, very pure, and very, very faithful to the Lord, and very truthful in whatever he utters. Arjuna, throughout this chapter, has indicated to mankind how truthful he can be. He was fear-stricken, and he will say that. He was a great hero of those days. Okay, a great hero saying, I am fear-stricken is a shameful thing. But Arjuna very truthfully talks. Arjuna was a very great, noble prince. He was known for his nobility. He was known for his magnanimity. Anybody saying, Sharana, Sharana Arjuna, he has always protected that person. And the clear indication is, even one Asura, when he has sought Arjuna's protection, who is that Asura? Mayasura. He is the Danava Silpi. During the Khandava Dahanam, he says, Arjuna, please protect me, Sharana, Sharana. Arjuna says, don't you worry, you are protected already. And anybody who seeks his protection, Arjuna has already given. Very, very truthful, very, very loyal, and very submissive to his elder brothers and mother. He is a bundle of very, very noble qualities. And that person is fear-stricken in this chapter. And Arjuna very truthfully agrees and mentions to Lord Krishna, I am really fear-stricken. I can't see your form anymore. Please withdraw this form, Bhagavan Krishna, and show me your normal form. Kritinam gadinam chakrinam cha. You please show me. I am unable to see this form, and I am unable to regain peace and peace of mind. Oh Lord, he begs of him towards the end. Such truthful behavior is not generally forthcoming from great heroes. Their ego will come in the way. Arjuna has as though, because of the bhakti bhavana for the Lord, has swallowed that ego and he has come out in the open and truthfully mentioning that he was fear-stricken. O Lord of creation, O Lord of the cosmic form, Kiritinam Gadinam Chakrinam Cha, Tejo Rashim Sarvato Diptimantam, Pashyami Tvam Durniriksham Samantat, Dipta, Anala, Arka, Juti Maprameyam. Okay, beautiful words. Kiritinam Gadinam Chakrinam Cha, Tejo Rashim Sarvato Anam Sarvato Diptimantam, Pashyami Tvam Durniriksham Samanta. Durniriksham. Iksham is seeing. Durniriksham, very difficult to see. Durniriksham Samantat, Depta, Anala, Arka, Jutima Prameyam. Maybe some of these words are difficult to follow. Pashyami Tvam, I see you. Kiriti, Kiriti, Kiritinam, yeah, Kiritinam, one who has the crown, Kirita, Gadinam having a mace, Chakrinam cha having the chakra also, the Vishnu chakra, Chakrinam cha, Tejo Rashim, and he is like a huge mass of tremendous brilliance. What Arjuna, what does Sanjaya said? Devi Surya Sahasrasya Bhaved Yugapaduthita. If thousands of suns at a time, Yugapat, have risen in the sky, the brilliance of that can be perhaps equated to the brilliance of Bhagavan. Tejo Rashim, that kind of a mass of brilliance. Sarvataha Diptimantam. Sarvataha Diptimantam, as a one who has light from all sides. Highly effulgent, okay? Sarvata Diptimantam. Durniriksham. Can you please lift this? Yeah. My request is, as I come to the last line, and if the next line is kind of invisible, kindly lift. Durniriksham. Difficult to see. Samantat, from all sides. From any side. If I turn my head also, the left side when I see, that is also very brilliant and very difficult to see. Durniriksham. When I lift up my head, again the same thing. When I lift up my head and bend down the head to the south, again the same thing. To the northeast, same thing. To the east, same thing. Sarvataha, Sarvataha, Samantat, from all sides. Deeptam. And it is brilliant, and it is what? Sarvataha Diptimantam. Sarvataha Diptimantam. Durniriksham. It is very, very difficult for me to see. Hey Krishna, very difficult for me to see. Sarvato Diptimantam. And this is very difficult to see from any direction I look at you. Dipta, Anala, Arka, Jutim. The Juti is the combined brilliance of what? Anala. Anala is what? Fire. Arka is what? Arka is Surya. Okay. Anala, Arka, Juti. Jutim Aprameyam. Who, and he has the brilliance and conflagration of the blazing sun and the fire. That fire. These two together, if they are there, how difficult it is to look at. You are looking like that. Aprameyam, who is not knowable as a limited object. Prameyam is what? Prameyam is, supposing you are seeing an apple. That is the prameyam. That is the object you are seeing. Why is it called a prameyam? This apple is prama sahitam drishyam. Prama is what? Operating a means of knowledge. What is the means of knowledge you operate to see the apple? Your eyes. When you operate the means of knowledge, which is your druk, then what happens? The apple is recognized, and the recognition happens in the mind. The input from the eyes goes to the mind, and mind through the Chittam recognizes that as the apple. So apple becomes prameyam. With prama, with the means of knowledge, it is possible to gain the knowledge of the object. The knowledge of the object like apple is obtained through prama. Now this aprameyam is what? This Bhagavan Krishna is not a prameya vastu like even the apple. Though Arjuna is seeing, he says, I'm not able to digest the extent of your form, the extent of where you have begun, where you are ending, and where you are middle. Anadi madhyamtam anantaviryam. He is saying that aprameyam. Now, you are not knowable as a limited object. That is the point I was trying to make is Bhagavan is addressed as aprameya. Hey Mahanubhava, you are aprameyam. I see you as one who has a crown and a mace and a disc, as a mass of brilliance with light on all sides, and therefore difficult to see from every angle. No angle, whatever angle I try to look at, I see you having the brilliance of a conflagration and the blazing sun, and as one who is not knowable as a limited object. You are aparichinnaha. It's not like the apple which is parichinnaha, which is limited. You are unlimited. Right? Next verse. Tvamaksharam paramam veditavyam Tvamasya vishvasya param nidhanam Tvamavyaya shashvata dharma gopta Sanatanastvam purusho mato me. All kinds of bhakti is flowing out through Arjuna. Tvam aksharam. You are aksharam. Aksharam is what? Imperishable. Tvam aksharam. Isn't it aksharam we have seen earlier? Tvam aksharam. Paramam. You are supreme. You are anantam. You are the one to be known. The ultimate thing to be known. Paramam. Tvam aksharam. Paramam veditavyam. The one to be known. Veditavyam. Tvamasya. Tvamasya from you. Tvamasya, Vishwasya, Param Nidhanam. This Vishwasya, that is for the Jagat, Param Nidhanam. You are the great support, you are the abode. Tvam Avyayaha, Shashvataha, Dharma Gopta, Sanatanastam, Purushaha Matome. This is my understanding, Matome. Tvam, you, Aksharam, imperishable, Paramam, imperishable and limitless, Brahman. Veditavyam, this is the one to be known. This is the only thing to be known. This is the only knowledge to be gained. All of that knowledges are as though ajnana janitam. Okay? Whatever great titles you may have, all the degrees, diplomas you can enumerate in your visiting card, all those things are ajnana janitam. This is the only thing which is veditavyam. Veditavyam, this is the only thing to be known. Tvam, you are asya, vishwasya, of this jagat, of this world, paramam nidhanam, you are the ultimate cause. You are, nidhanam means ultimate cause and ultimate support also. Tvam avyayaha. Avyayaha means imperishable, not subject to any change. Na vyayam yati. It's not spent. It is not possible to spend. It does not change. Avyayaha shashvataha. Shashvataha. Dharmagopta. Shashvataha. You are permanent Dharmagopta. You are the permanent protector of the eternal laws that you have promulgated. Shashvataha Dharmagopta. Tvam Sanatanaha. You are eternal. Sanatanaha is another meaning. Sattapi Sada Nutanaha. Even though Sat, Sada Nutana, it's always new. Even though Sat, even though that is the only thing that is, it is always shining new. Sataki Sanatanaha. Okay? Pura api navaha, Puranaha. Pura api, even though ancient, navaha. Navaha means what? It is, it is like an yuvaka. Navaha. Sanatanaha. Purushaha. You are the complete being. This Purusha we will come to know through 13th and 15th chapters very nicely. Purushaha. Iti. Iti. Mataha me. My appreciation. It is my understanding looking at you. Kitaya. It is my appreciation that you are imperishable, limitless Brahman, the one who is to be known. You are the ultimate basis of this world. You are not subject to change. You are the protector of the perennially eternal laws. You are eternal. You are the complete being. Why is he being addressed as the protector of the perennially eternal laws? Because he is Avyayaha Purushaha. The Avyayaha Purushaha, whatever eternal laws he has promulgated, they are equally perennial, and those laws are inviolable, non-amendable. Okay? Even by the greatest majority in the parliament, if you put it to any amendment, that will be defeated. It is unviolable, non-amendable, eternal laws. You are eternal. You are the complete being. Yeah, I think we can have one more verse. Anadimadhyam tamananta viryam anantabahum shishisuuryanetram pashyami tvam durniriksham samantat. Sorry. Pashyami tvam deeptahutashavakram swatejasa vishwamidam tapantam. Pashyami tvam deeptahutashavakram swatejasa vishwamidam tapantam. See the beauty of description by Arjuna. Swatejasa, out of your own tejas, out of your own brilliance. Vishwam idam tapantam. This entire Jagat is as though he is on fire. He is on tapantam. Tapantam is what? It is being heated up. It is being lit. Tapantam. Anadi madhyantam ananta viryam. See, most of these words are known to us. Anadi, adi esya na vijyate anadi. Where adi is not, beginning is not there. Anadi, madhya. Madhya means what? Middle. Midhya also is not there. Okay? Anadi, madhya, anta. This anta is not there. That nakara will apply to madhya and anta also. Anadi madhyantam ananta viryam. Ananta viryam is what? The one who has absolute power. Ananta viryam. Limitless. Anant, infinite power he has got. Ananta bahum. Ananta bahum. Endless number of, infinite number of bahus. Wait a minute. Infinite number of bahus. I'm looking at the Sanskrit. Ananta bahum. Ananta bahum. Shashi Surya Netram. And your eyes are blazing as though on one eye through like the sun, and on the other eye like the moon. And how many faces you have got? You have got Ananta Bahu. That means what? Ananta Mukha you must be having. And in all those mukhas, Shashi Surya Netram. Pashyami Tvam, I see. Deepta Huta Ashavatram. Deepta Huta Ashavatram. Deepta Huta Ashavatram is what? The mouth. Vaktram is mouth. That mouth is as though like a burning cauldron. Like a burning cauldron. Okay? Deepta Huta Ashavatram. Swatejasa Vishwamidam Tapantam. Because of your tejas. Vishwam idam, this entire jagat, tapantam. It is energized, and it is being heated, it is being lighted. It is effulgent because of Swatejasa. I see you as one who has no beginning, no middle, no end, with endless arms, and the moon and the sun for your eyes, and the moon and the sun for your eyes, in every face of yours which I am seeing, and a mouth like a blazing fire, and a mouth like a blazing fire in every face I see, who heats, energizes this world by his own light. Hey Deva Deva. This is all the 12th chapter. What all Arjuna ought to say, he has been saying it here, so he will become silent there. 12th chapter, Arjuna just begins the introductory verse, first verse. Afterwards, it is all Bhagavan. And Bhagavan talks of, Bhagavan talks of what? Karma Yoga and the attributes of a Jnani or a real sannyasi. That is all Bhakti Yoga. That is all Bhakti Yoga. Karma Yoga and the sannyasi lakshanas. The prajahati yada kaman sarvan padhanogatan. What was mentioned as the sita prajna lakshanas, all those things will come out in greater abundance there. I see you as one who has no beginning, middle, or end, with endless arms and the moon and the sun for your eyes, and a mouth like the blazing fire. You are heating and energizing the world by your own light. This is the appreciation of Arjuna. I think we'll stop here. I forgot to ask any questions, etc. I forgot to ask. If any questions are there for today, we will have them covered tomorrow. Okay. Mrunalini madam said she will maybe bring it in writing for today. I forgot to ask, my apologies. We will cover that tomorrow. Okay. Hari Om, everybody. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah, Sarve Santu Niramayah, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om.